welcome to another lawnfawn video. Today we are introducing our new die Reveal Wheel Snowflake add-on. This Snowflake add-on works with both our original Reveal Wheel and the Reveal Wheel Square add-on as well, so let's go ahead and check it out. This die set comes with both the little window that you can drop into your reveal wheel and also a frame that then you can add around that window. So all you need to do is take that little piece and drop it into that opening just like a little puzzle piece, and you can do that in both the original reveal wheel and the square add-on as well. This add-on is going to work like any of our other reveal wheel windows. So here you can see what it's going to look like when you run that through your die cut machine, and it's so beautiful with that snowflake on there. And then here is that little frame that you get. I also adore the inside piece, so you can use that snowflake as a decoration and then use the frame around the window opening. So now that we've checked this out, let's go ahead and make a card with it. So first up, we're going to take out our really rainbow Christmas paper, and we're going to pick out that beautiful blue snowfall paper there in the collection. And then we're going to drop our snowflake add-on die into the reveal wheel square add-on, and we're going to run that through our die cut machine there. We're going to have that cool little square. Now here we're going to take one of the stitched hillside borders, and we're going to be die cutting at a hill. But before we die cut it, we want to stamp. So we're going to take a sentiment there from the Simply Winter Sentiments, and we're going to stamp out Happy Holidays. And then we can go ahead and cut our little snowbank to layer on the bottom of our scene. Then we can take that little snowflake frame that's included in the die set and layer that over the opening. And I really like this look. I like it with and without the frame, but the frame really helps that snowflake just pop right off of that scene. Next up, we're going to be using some alcohol inks to create a really cool background for this snowflake. So we've got some Yupo paper here, some alcohol ink blending solution, and some alcohol inks in blues, purples, and greens. And so the first thing we're going to do is take that alcohol ink blending solution and put it all over that paper. Then we're going to take some of that beautiful blue color and drop that onto the paper, and you're going to see it start to move with that alcohol ink blending solution that we've put below it. To make the ink move even more, we're going to use a little airbrush tool here, but you could use a straw and just blow through the straw. You just need some air to come out to kind of move that ink around to create this really cool background. And then we're going to keep repeating that. So we're going to drop some of the green on there and then use the airbrush again, or once again your straw with some of your air that you're going to blow through it just to move that ink around. And you can see that ink react with each other, and oh my goodness, it is so beautiful. I could watch this all day. It's just so relaxing and gorgeous to look at. And so there you'll see now that we've added our color, we're going to use one of the silver mixatives. So you're going to drop that silver on there and once again see that kind of blend around. Drop some more color around and blend it some more. And keep going back and forth between all of the colors and then blowing some air on there until it looks exactly how you want it. Once that's all done, we're going to take some rubbing alcohol in a little spray bottle and just spray that all over it to create even more texture onto this beautiful piece. After this background is all dry, we're going to use our reveal wheel die, the little scalloped big wheel that kind of is going to turn behind the snowflake, to die cut from this gorgeous paper. So we're going to add that die right on there, run it through our die cut machine, and now we're going to have this wheel with these amazing colors that are going to turn behind the snowflake. So the next thing we need to do is cut out our wheel base and then take a small brad and put it through the wheel base and then through that alcohol inked bigger main wheel. We're then going to open up the prongs of the brad to secure those two in place. We can then turn that upside down and add some foam tape around the back of that brad. So we're just going to add some foam squares right around there, and then we can go ahead and peel off the little liner paper on those. That reveal wheel die creates this little emboss line around the wheel that helps you line it up. So what you're going to do is put that wheel behind your snowflake and look through the snowflake until you see that emboss line and then shift it up, and then look through the notch until you see the emboss line and then shift it in. That's how you know it's in a perfect placement, and then you can line it up with your base piece, attaching that wheel to the base. We can then add a bunch of foam adhesive all around that wheel and then add the front piece on top, creating our cool spinning mechanism. We'll then add the whole thing to a 4¼ inch by 4¼ inch square card base. Next up, we've gone ahead and stamped out the houses and trees from the Ready Set Snow stamp set, and we're adding some little snow texture onto these trees by using the textured white embossing powder and the embossing ink pen. So we're taking that embossing ink pen, adding a little bit of embossing ink, dipping it into the powder to add some of that, and then heating it up with the heat tool to get this beautiful texture. And we'll repeat that on all of the trees. So we'll add a little embossing ink with the pen, dip it in the embossing powder, and then heat it up to get this really cool textured snow look. Now that all of our trees are done, we can go ahead and add our little houses and trees to this scene. So we're going to add those on with some foam squares just to give it a little pop, a little extra something, and you can see just how cute this scene is looking with that beautiful snowflake up in the sky. And so this interactive element on the card is so cool, and those alcohol inks make it so special. It's even more incredible in person. So there you can see those beautiful colors change. I love how it's going from the purple to the green to the blue to the white. It's just absolutely stunning, and these cards are so much fun to make. So next up, we have some incredible cards by the design team, and this card by Lizzie is so sweet. I love how she added those snowmen from Simply Celebrate Winter to the bottom with her cool little snowflake at the top with that beautiful glitter color going through the snowflake window. Then this card by Megan is absolutely incredible. I love the scene, how she created both the little iceberg and the ocean underneath with the little snowflake there changing is so beautiful. This card by Letitia is so unique. I love how she added the little music notes on there. It's just so sweet. This card by Shari is just beautiful. I love how she added that wood grain paper with her cool little color changing snowflake. I love how Melissa got really creative and added her interactive element to her scrapbook layout. I think it's such a cool way to kind of spice up her layout with that cute little picture she's got on there. Here's a card by Kay, and this is the card that inspired us to make our card today. She used some of the new sparkle cardstock there behind the snowflake to create this really cool color changing snowflake, which is such a fun idea. I absolutely adore this card by Yanea. She not only cut the snowflake, but she cut out some other snowflakes as well so that they're all changing color. And oh my goodness, it's just adorable. And then this card by Jen is so sweet. I love how those winter skies critters are looking up at the snowflake. So I cannot wait to see what you guys do with this die, so make sure to share it with us. Thank you so much for watching today, and have an absolutely amazing day. Bye!